6-year-old in a Santa hat, a smile like you've never seen, the enchantment of a child waiting on Santa Claus and chasing Christmas dreams. If I remember one thing, as simple as it seems, it would be the time we spent together, the joy it brings to me. So that is the chorus to 6-Year-Old in the Santa Hat. 6-Year-Old in the Santa Hat is a new Christmas song that I just wrote earlier this year and was a lot of fun. So in my family, you never put Christmas music on before Thanksgiving dinner was over. And my grandmother, my dad's mom, would always say, very, very strict rule that and Thanksgiving dinner had to end before Christmas music went on. And she always had a tape deck hiding underneath a table in her living room that was connected to the dining room, so that she could just go right over and turn it on really quickly. But it was always a thing that you never put Christmas music on before dinner was over on Thanksgiving. And so one night last year in 2022, my wife and my son and I were at my sister's place for Thanksgiving, and my nephew Gavin, who's my other sister's son, he started running around the house after Thanksgiving dinner with a Santa hat on. And of course, the Christmas music was playing, and we were all hanging out and having a good time. And that was the moment that I realized that there is very little that compares with the joy of a 6-year-old running around in a Santa hat. And as oftentimes happens, popped into my head that, hey, this would make a great line for a song. And so I started thinking about it and thought about it for a little while, and nothing really ever came of it last year. And then I was having a conversation with somebody, with a former label executive that I work with from time to time, and she and I were talking. She's like, "You have to write a Christmas song. You should definitely write a Christmas song." She's like, "I like your lyrics. I like your performance. You should definitely write a Christmas song." And so I'm like, luck would have it, I've got to start for it already. So I started working on it. I started putting some thought into it, and nothing came easily, right? It just did. Like, there were some things going around and kind of kicking around a little bit, but nothing really landed with me for a while. And then I kind of realized that I was getting to a point in the year where if I wanted to have this done, written, recorded, mixed, mastered, and ready for release and distribution, that I had to get it done by the end of summertime, right? I had to get it done no later than really August, September-ish, to kind of put it through the ringer a little bit and make sure that it was the best song that it could be. So earlier this year, my family and I all went to Cape Cod, and we rented a house out there, hung out there, and that was where I sat down for that week and wrote the words and the music to 6-Year-Old in the Santa Hat. It was funny because the whole week I had another song stuck in my head, a song that I knew pretty well. And I'm like, why is this song stuck in my head? And then as I was sitting there and playing the music and playing the melody in my head, actually playing on the guitar, I realized that I lifted the melody completely from this other song. So I had to go back and redo the melody and completely change that to make sure that it wasn't, I wasn't kind of plagiarizing anybody and whatnot. But yeah, so I built the 6-Year-Old in the Santa Hat. I wrote the whole story, wrote the whole song in Cape Cod in the middle of August, in a rainy week in Cape Cod, and that was how the song kind of came about. But the fun part about it, the real fun part about it, is that it's about a member of my family. I love using experiences from my life, from my world, to inspire music, to inspire songs, because this is again how I relate to people and how I connect with people is through music. And so it's really cool that I got to use my nephew and just a moment of sheer joy in his life as the start to 6-Year-Old in the Santa Hat. And so that is a song, and I hope that you like it. I would love to hear your holiday memories. I would love to hear more about you, about about what you've where you came from, and what 6-year-old in the Santa Hat kind of musters up for you. If you feel like it, drop it down in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, definitely hop on over to Spotify, Apple, all the streaming channels. It's on all of them, and you can listen to it. 6-year-old in the Santa Hat, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it. Well, with that, happy holidays, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful holiday season, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the new year. Cheers.